Hi guys, I'm back. So this one's for those that come for the X Chronicles, because we know it'd be too much like right for him not to show his face. Okay. Yeah. So it started. I was at our Dallas terminal, right, and chilling, minding my business, and him and his teammate, his cousin, showed up and asked me what I was doing there. Like, what you doing here? Like, what's up? Trying to be all friendly and shit. Like, nothing ever happened, right? Like, he don't have that spirit on him, but you know, that spirit will find a way, okay? And if he gotta be nice, he gonna find a way to get to your ass, okay? Anyway, so of course, I told him I was on break and where I was going. I don't know why, I just did, okay? And he was like, oh yeah, we're going the same direction. And I was like, okay. So, like, I have no idea, but I ended up at another yard, one of our terminals, and yes, he showed the fuck up there, right? Same direction, all right, no more. And somehow we ended up on some kind of assignment where I had to work with them. Don't ask me, I don't fucking know, but I had to work with them, okay? And so I ended up having to drop my truck off at that yard, that terminal, and then I had to get in his truck. And so his cousin was driving, and he hopped in the passenger seat, and I hopped in the back. But it wasn't like a regular, like, 18-wheeler sleeper kind of truck. I mean, it had a trailer attached to it, but it was like a massive SUV, kind of like a, I don't know, like a Hummer or something type of truck. Maybe that's what the new age truck's gonna look like, I don't know, but it was like, it had the bench seat in the back, like a regular SUV would, and then the two captain seats in the front. And so they were in the front, and I hopped in the back, and there was a girl that was sitting next to me, because it wasn't his fiance. Like, he's got a fiance, but it wasn't her. Yeah. That's not to say that, she's with him or nothing. She just was in the same truck with these two. And I'm like, I ain't never seen her, like, around the yard. Like, I don't think she's a truck driver. I don't know, but yeah. She was like a slimmer build, brown skin, but not like me. She was dark confirmation. She was darker. Brown, but darker, kind of like closer to my ex's color. But I remember she wore like this white kind of baby tee. I mean, if you're 80s baby, 90s baby, you know what a baby tee is, okay? And some light wash jeans. But she looked like real casual. Like, she was just hanging. Like, she was just there for the ride. I really don't think she's a truck driver, but I ain't never seen this girl again, so don't know. But I do remember her hair. She had really pretty hair. It was like jet black, though, so it contrasts with her skin. And she had it pulled back, like in this ponytail bun kind of thing. She introduced herself to me. I can't remember what her name was, but I remember the name being familiar. So it was like maybe I did know her, maybe I had heard about her or something. I don't know. But I remember the name sounded familiar to me. And I thought it was interesting how she spoke. She was very proper and eloquent. Like, how people will say, oh, you talk white like that, real proper. Though she was like really friendly, like, what do you call it? I want to call it like a, that nice nasty kind of thing. She was friendly, but I got the sense that there was a tension between us. Like, maybe she felt, because there was another female in the truck, maybe she felt like she had to compete with me. But what she didn't know is I couldn't find a fuck to give, like. So anyway, they drove a little bit further, and we ended up at another terminal yard. And I realized that the last terminal that I dropped my truck at was the first time I had been there, and I couldn't remember where that was. And I started feeling like the sense of anxiety because I didn't know how to get back to my truck, because I didn't know the address. I couldn't remember where it was. Like, apparently we have like thousands. I mean, we do have. At this particular terminal, everybody was white. Not a single speck but us, right? The students, there were some students that were different colors and nationalities, but no one in the higher realms, like the trainers, the manager of the terminal, like nobody, everybody's white. And again, not unusual. Anyway, that was important for some reason, because I remember zoning in on that part. Anyway, so when we pulled in, finally, there's this white guy in a red shirt and a red coat shirt. I guess it's like one of the company shirts, but I don't even know if it's the same company that we work for now. Fuzzy, dreams, fuzzy. Anyway, I remember it being red and him being real dismissive of us. Go park it over there, the trailer. Go drop the trailer over there. Like, just basically like get the fuck on from around him, right? Again, he was still like trying to be fake ass friendly, right? It was really fucking weird. Like, the energy was so awkward. But he went up to the white guy with a red shirt on and like was chopping it up, like trying to be all cool, like he knew him, and the guy was playing along with him. But you could tell that that guy really didn't like black people. But it was important that the ex made that point that he could talk to him though, like he could be friendly with him. It was just like. So as they're chopping it up, they're talking, I'm looking away, like I'm looking towards the entrance gate, watching the other trucks as they come in. And in the midst of that, somehow, the ex just disappears. Like, I don't know where he went. He just went in the general direction of where all the chaos was, right? Over there with the students and the people and the drivers and whatever was happening. It was a lot going on over there. But I just looked and I'm like, okay, well. And so then I started thinking about my truck, and I'm like, I have another load. I'm on a time constraint. Like, the anxiety is really building within me. Like, I gotta figure out where my truck is. I gotta get to my truck. I got another load. I have to worry about me. I don't even know why I decided to hop on this assignment and help this motherfucker. Like, I'm freaking out at this point, right? And so I'm watching the gate as I'm processing all. And so I start walking, like just walking, and I ended up towards the gate. And so I noticed that there was this older black gentleman coming through the gate. He had a similar shirt, like color shirt on, like the guy in the red shirt, but it was white, like the ones that the Walmart drivers be wearing, And he had a young girl with him. I think she was black. Young black girl was with him, and you could tell she was like training, like he was her trainer, But he was really friendly, and he walked up to me and asked me something, and I can't remember what he asked me, but I asked him something too, and don't really remember what that was. But he said, "Sure, yeah, I can help you. Just follow us." And I said, "Okay." So we start walking. I think I might. But anyway, we start walking. So he walks, and then she walks behind him, and I'm the third person, so I'm walking behind them. And we ended up passing that man in the red shirt. And so I don't know if it was with reference to what I asked or what, but the black man in the white shirt asked the man in the red shirt a question. I remember the question being simple, but I can't remember what it was. But a simple answer would have sufficed, right? Like, But the man in the red shirt was like super rude and like slick with his mouth, and he said something racist. I don't remember what it was, but I remember being like, I had the feeling that was super fucking racist, and I was offended, like mad, like. And I could tell that the older gentleman, the black gentleman, was offended too. But he was like so militant, like he reminded me of my papa, right? He didn't respond to him. He didn't say anything to him. He just kind of like turned on his heels and started walking away. But, you know, though he didn't want to show it, you could tell that he was super angry about what that man had said to him. Like, just his body language and the way that he walked. Like, he walked hard, like he was marching, and he was walking super fast, and his hands were clenched up, but he didn't say a peep. He just kept walking. Poor little girl was trying to keep up with him, and I'm trying to keep up behind them. Like, it just was like, he was moving fast, and he was mad, okay? But the man in the red shirt, that wasn't enough for him. And so, as we're walking away, he thought it was funny that the man was mad. And so, he decides to tell him, you know, in a joking way, but, you know, he was serious. He's yelling this shit out across the sidewalk as we're walking away. He telling this man about some fucked up shit, some racist shit that he did to a black man just recently. You know, just kind of like trying to stir him up. And it was pissing me off. It was like, he was really racist. And I was like, I can't believe this man in the white shirt ain't saying nothing, because I'm not going to get into nothing, in between nothing, unless I just absolutely have to. And if it were me, that motherfucker would have got cussed from here to Sunday, okay? Like, who you talking to, right? Like, but he kept silent, he kept walking. And the man in the red shirt just was still yelling, right? And so we hit a corner, and you can tell the man in the white shirt is mad, but he didn't want me. I think he didn't want me to see that he was upset. I don't know, but he like didn't turn to me. He just pointed and said, "That's the man you need to talk to," but kept walking. Just didn't break stride. Just, that's the man you need to talk to. Kept walking fast, and the poor girl's just like trying to keep up with him, you know. Yeah, I want to say thank you, but he just gone, right? And so the man that he pointed at, I guess he was an instructor or something, but he had this group of, you could tell, like students or trainees or something, and they were all standing around like this model truck, this huge futuristic looking truck. Like, it was massive. When I tell you, like, gargantuan, like a monster truck, like, this bitch was huge, okay? Like, I don't know where trucking is going, but apparently they're gonna be massive, okay? I don't know. But the guy that he pointed at, he had his back to me, like, he turned around to me, and, you know, like, how can I help you? And I remember asking him, like, I'm breaking down, I'm frantic, and he just looked at me like, what's wrong with this girl, you know? And so I think I was asking him about that terminal, like, surrounding the truck. They're like all doing, like, I guess they were learning PTI or something, I don't know. Truckers, y'all know, okay? Those that don't know, look it up, okay? Anyway, they're all, like, inspecting different parts of the truck, like some in the front, some in the back, some on the left, some on the right, like, they all surrounding this truck. I noticed that behind him, there was a man with a camera on his shoulder, and he's, like, filming this. It's like a camera crew. I don't know what it was for, like, I don't know if they're trying to do a commercial for the company or what, but there were cameras and mics and lights and all kinds of stuff around. It was, when I tell you it was chaotic, everything was moving and shaking. Okay, like, everybody doing something. Everybody talking, it was loud. It was a lot. And so, it's me. And I'm noticing that he's talking as he's filming. And he's like, you know, here we got a student doing X, Y, and Z. And then over here we got one of our best students, our A students doing X, Y, and Z. And this guy, he's been with the company for 10 years. And so then I hear the cameraman say, and here's one of our veterans, you know, he's been with us for such and such time, and he's doing X, Y, and Z. And then the person turns around, and I realize it's my fucking ex. So you left me over here frantic. I'm trying to find my truck. Like, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. And you just disappear so that you can come be in this commercial film, whatever the fuck they're doing. You want to be a part of it because you want to be seen. And so my ex turns around, he waves at the camera, and he continues to do whatever. And I'm just like, mother, you know. And so then the camera guy starts getting closer to where I'm standing, and then the instructor guy that was helping me, he had taken off because he had to go do his interview, whatever. And I didn't know if it was live or not, and I didn't want to mess it up. And so when he got closer to me, I kind of went around the other side of the truck, like the driver's side of the truck, and just kind of like the doors open, you know, everybody's inspecting and seeing stuff. And so I just kind of lean in and like start flicking the lights, like just doing something random, just trying to look like I was doing something, and hope that he didn't notice me there. You know, I just was hopping in trying to get in the mix, right? I didn't want to mess it up. I'm so nice, I know, but I ain't no bitch. Anyway, and so, you know, inevitably, I guess, I don't know, the camera guy, he came to me and he was like, I don't know her, but she looked like she really knows what she's doing, you know, just like talking me up, right? Big up at me, as they say. And so I feel like I had to turn around and, you know, give it away. Then I kept like flicking the lights and just kind of doing what I'm doing, so hoping that he would like go away. But he didn't. He like stayed on me, and so I just turned around and just started talking, you know, just saying whatever I thought he wanted to hear, okay? And he was eating that shit up on the camera, right? And so then I look over my shoulder and I can see my ex. He's like snarling at me, like he wanted to be. I got the feeling that he wanted to be a part of it or the star of the show, and he was mad that this guy had his camera on me and was talking to me, and all he got was wave. And so I guess the instructor that I was talking to had finished his interview, he was done, and I'd seen him, so I ran up to him to try to get the rest of the information that I was looking for. And my ex was like trying to be all. He came over there too, like trying to talk to the instructor, like he wanted to show that he was connected to me too, because the instructor was asking me, you know, about my little 5 minutes fame on the camera and blah blah blah. And it was just awkward. Like, you don't like me, but you pretend to like me, just so I don't know. It was like he wants to be seen, and he's mad that I'm trying not to be seen, but I'm seen. It's like, you know, that competition thing I tell y'all. That was the feeling that I got from it. Okay, so anyway, you know, our whole energy changed. My ex, and he was like, man, we gotta go. And so he started walking to his truck, and I'm behind him, and I'm like, yo, like, really? The fuck? Like, I'm going off, like, you left us, we got shit to do, I'm trying to get back to my truck, I got a load that I need to get done, and this is what the fuck you're doing? Like, just, and he's like, man, like, dismissing me as he's walking. I'm like, this mother. But I remember the feeling of the further we got from my truck, and me not knowing where my truck is, and knowing that I have a responsibility to get this load somewhere, it snowballed. Like, the anxiety in my chest, and in my mind, and my body, it just kept getting bigger and bigger the further we got. And I don't even know why I was with them. I don't know, my supervisor told me I need to help them with something, because, you know, we on the same lanes, right? Or if I just chose to go with them and help them, I can't remember that part. I don't even know why the fuck I was with them, but I remember waking up, like, so stressed out, like, overwhelmed, like, that feeling, like, I can't control it, you know? Like, I don't know, I just felt so out of control in that situation, and I did not like it. So, yeah, whatever that means. Anyway, story time. Peace.